I'm here on location at Running W Farms with Victoria Whiteley. You may recognize her as one of our finalists for the NFR Rodeo in the past couple of years and a hopeful this year for the NFR as well. And I heard you're taking Going Broke Walker, or Tiny as we all know him, again this year to the NFR. Last year you guys were really close and you had to pull Tiny out the last second. Tell me about, why that happened. What happened to Tiny?
Yeah, we were actually at our very last show in Houston, Texas. And we noticed that, we pulled Tiny off of the trailer and he was really tired. He wasn't eating very well. So, just being concerned that we wanted to go ahead and give him a shot of Banamine. We gave it to him in his neck muscle. And we noticed about 2 days later that he developed a pretty bad abscess. And that's when we decided to go ahead and call the vet and get someone professional to look at it.
All right. So you had the vets at the rodeo, pull some blood work. And I heard they also did a culture swab. At that time, the abscess was looking kind of funky. The lab test came back and he had clostridial myositis, kind of a tongue twister there. That's something, us as horse riders have never heard of. Where did this all come from? Did the vet know why this happened?
Yeah, being the mouthful that it is, it's actually really easy to come by, and it's a pretty common mistake. He decided that the diagnosis was because of the shot of Banamine that we gave him in his neck muscle.
So Banamine is something common that us as horse riders give to our animals all the time, and you can give it orally in the mouth, you can give it in the neck muscle, or you can give it in the vein. Why did you choose to give it in the neck muscle at this time for Tiny?
Well, at this point, we really just needed a quick remedy, something to just get him back on his feet and get him feeling back to normal.
So, as we all know, this is a common practice for us horse riders, but it's, starting to turn into a whole mystery that veterinarians are really unraveling about this bacterial infection, this clostridial myositis that these horses can get. Tell me about the treatment. What did they do to make Tiny feel better, and how is he feeling now?
Well, the first thing they did was to go ahead and put him on a string of antibiotics. That was the first thing they had to do. After that, they went in and did surgery to remove all of that bad tissue and try and get as much out of him as we could.
Right. And I know they have a new experimental treatment with the hyperbaric chamber. Did Tiny ever visit the one at the University of Florida?
Yeah, he did. And I would say that he absolutely loved it. Basically, it's this big chamber that pushes all of the air through his body because, the disease, what it is it survives off of no air, no oxygen. So basically what that chamber did is just push up a whole bunch of air through his body and just get it out of him.
And we know there's a lot more to it than that, and we'll be going actually to another clip shortly with one of the scientists from the UF to get a little bit more information. But while we're here on the farm, why don't we go take a look at Tiny and see how he's doing? Is he ready for the NFR this year?
Absolutely. He can't wait to go.
All right, we'll head on over to the barn then.